This is just a short testimony, but I think what I felt to share it was because we don't know what the smallest thing means to someone that's hurting or just down a little bit. And I've been walking around our neighborhood for quite some time and speaking Jesus to every heart and to every mind and just declaring over our neighborhood. And we've had some opportunities, but yesterday, every time I go for a walk, there's this one lady, and she lives quite a ways down the one side of our road. And if she sees me, she comes out and she walks back home with me, and then she heads back to her house. And we have a nice conversation. And then yesterday, she did that. I walked down past her house, and she had come out, and she said, "I'm going to walk with you back to your house." I said, "That'd be great." And as we're walking back, she says to me, she just said one thing that I remembered when I got home. She said, "I'm feeling a little low today. Feeling a little down." Well, if you knew this lady, she serves and helps, and she's Dutch Reform background, just a worker, hard worker. And when she said that, I asked her about her day, and she told me some things. And I said, "Well, sometimes the atmosphere, you might be just, picking up something in the atmosphere to make you feel this way." I didn't say too much because I really felt that I needed to be the friend. And so when I got home, I just thought of her and prayed a little bit, and not a lot, just lifted her up. And the next morning I wake up, it was actually, that would have been, so yesterday was when I woke up, and I said to Gord, I think I'm supposed to just get flowers and get those flowers to her just to encourage her. And she wasn't home, and we did drop them off. And she called me. And why I'm saying this is sometimes we just have to obey God in the simplest things. And I really didn't, it was that morning. It was like prayer meeting Saturday morning. And we were heading to prayer meeting. And, you just went to Kingdom Come Friday night. And I could have made all the excuses that we all can do to say, "You know what, I'm kind of tired. Maybe I can get them another time. Maybe tomorrow I'll get her flowers." But the Holy Spirit, He knows what someone needs when they need it. And if we won't procrastinate, if we'll just take that thought and just go with it. And so Gord was good. He came with me. He got the flowers, and we dropped them off. And she called me that within about 2 hours, because they weren't home. She called and she said, I am so encouraged. But she said, and one thing she said was, "Thank you, my friend." She said, "You're a good friend." And so all I'm saying in all of that is, can you imagine if we just listen to what the Spirit of God is saying to you and I? Just that little voice, nothing like, nothing strong, just the thought. But the thought can move us if we're listening to the Spirit, move us into obedience, move us into a place of victory to not only pray for that person, but to bless them. And then she won't ever forget that. Now, it was a very small thing. But I'm just encouraging you tonight that if the Lord's speaking to you in any way, don't procrastinate. Don't put it off, because we don't know what day and what moment that person needs something. So that's just to encourage each of us